Hello everybody and welcome here as the racing is about to begin here for our second day of the Honey Week of Speed as we get ready for the second edition of the Powerade Duels. As we take a look at the first duel here today, the odd drivers will be starting up through the field as the top 10 drivers will advance on to the final events. And the others will have to try again in the last chance qualifier. So that being said here, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the first Powerade Duel. Starting on the front row, we have the 13 car of Drew Lowe. And starting alongside him is the number 29 of Jeff Toledo, hoping to join his brother LJ, who made the show through the qualifying session. Starting on the outside of the front row. Then moving on the row 2, we got Lorado Steelman 08 and Calvin Michaels in the number 97. 55 car Brandon Barani starting alongside of Gerard Rand for row 3. And in row 4, we have the 49 of Michael Volk and the 59 of Mark Watkins. And then rounding up the top 10, two of the biggest fan favorites in the field today, Ryan Labongo in the 95 and Spencer Purcell in the 25. And we got Scott Sprinkle in the 77 and Chris Friston in the 24. Number 71 of Nicholas DeLine and the 39 of Philip Watson, the defending Beachside 400 champion, hoping to make his way in to show everyone he's still got what it takes. Then we got number 11 of Kendrick Lawson and the 21 of Jimmy Johnston. And we got the 07 of Shazane Rana and the 65 of Danielle Jones. And the 48 is Zachary Williams. No, not Zachary Williams. Zach Williams. Sorry. And then the 33 of Griffin Allen, another big fan favorite in the field today. And we got the 88 of Regan Whitlock and the 5 of Gustavo Roldan Jr. And then we got number 75 of Juan Camacho and the number 66 of David Garcia. And we move on. We got Jacob Hammond in the 9 and Scott Sterling Jr. in the number 69 car. And we have the 35 of Candy Keller, and the 41 of Christian Vargas, the 61 of Owen Miles, and the 52 of Emmanuel Torano. And rounding out the field, we got the 05 of Jaden Halfordy, the 99 of Camden Wilson, and Josh Hayden in the 67. So that being said, that is our starting lineup for the first of the Powerade Duels here today. Now it's time to take a look at the drivers to keep an eye out on throughout the race here today. I think one of the biggest in the field today is Spencer Purcell in the number 25 car. Purcell failed to make the Beachside 400 in Season 1 as he wrecked out in both his duel and the last chance qualifier, wrecking up both his cars and failed to make the events. The 25 team really strong. Currently has the most wins in the YTRSS with a total of 3, all from Season 1, winning at Charlotte, South Boston, and Richmond. Can he start off his second season strong with a big win here today, or even making it in and winning the Beachside 400? Winning it all would be another big surprise. Of course, no one knows how to win this race better than the only driver to do it, Philip Watson in the 39 Dodge car. Pretty big time here, pretty big, exciting event. Won the second Powerade Duel when he was driving the 38 car in Season 1. So he actually managed to win 2 of the events for the weakest speed in Season 1. So as the cars continue to roll off here, 39 car, definitely a big car to keep an eye on throughout the field. And of course, another big driver to keep an eye on, probably another big one, is also Jeff Toledo in the 29 car. Didn't have much luck in Season 1, still winless, but he has a lot more experience than many of these drivers in the field. So he might actually have a chance to possibly get the work done here today and win and work his way up, and we'll be able to start in third. And, oh, whoa, Drew Lau having some problems. Uh-oh. What's going on with the 13 car? Something's not going on right before we get to green. That's... Wow. He said he feels a major vibration in the car. That's awful. That's before the race even starts. here. Unfortunate start for the 13 team. As Lorado Steelman leads them off. Now, I don't know what's going on, but Lau says he feels a major vibration in the car right now. So he pulled it in. Really tough break for the 13 team. He's going to be falling way off the pace early on. As we take a look at, as we go ahead, the car racing down the backstretch. Lorado Steelman, all of a sudden in the lead right now. But here comes Jeff Toledo, the 29. Doesn't hurt to make these laps early. Because the sooner you get out in the front, it might actually be easier to hold on. Maybe get a little bit of a push out. But here comes Michael Volk. They come through the tri-oval, and Jeff Toledo will lead the first lap of competition in Season 2. Managed to lead it by 1/100th of a second over Michael Volk, but he's going to fall back to Volk and Spencer Purcell now working his way up in the 25 car. As they go down the backstretch. Oh, got trouble! And that's going to throw out the first caution of the race on lap 2. 3 cars go around. Gustavo Rolton, Chris Friston, and Jaden Halferty go around. Unfortunate start for a bunch of them. But, wow. That actually might be good news for Drew Lau, who will be able to catch up with the rest of the field. As Spencer Purcell will lead him back to the caution. Racing that was short-lived, but doesn't look like many of them had any damage. But, yep, first caution of the season. And it's a 3-car spin. But it doesn't look like any of them had much damage. They just spun around. So, yep. Spencer Purcell's going to lean back. So let's take a look at what happens to bring out the first caution of the first Powerade Duel. So here's what happens. Looks like coming into turn number 2, down the backstretch. Yeah, it looks like Chris Friston and Jimmy Johnson made contact. Who also made contact with Griffin Allen. And Gerardo Wren as well. Griffin Allen spun out the 5. Gerardo Wren kind of got the 24 spun out. Looks like Halferty tried to avoid them, got into Camden Wilson. That guy, Camden Wilson hit the wall a little bit, but yeah, it looks like it was just a simple 3-car spin to bring out the first caution of the first Powerade Duel. Doesn't look like no damage with any of the cars here. But, yep, you probably expect a lot of these drivers to be having some trouble early on, especially with many of these drivers being rookies in the field. So, yep, all 3 of those involved were rookies. So, other than that, not much damage. Pretty much no damage on the 99 car, even though he made contact with the wall. But under caution on lap 3 of the first Powerade Duel. Simple 3-car spin. The YTRSS Powerade Duels are brought to you by Donder's Diecast and Collectibles, NASSHawk's official diecast store. Check the link in the description below to find some exclusive deals on diecast and other sports memorabilia. And we're back here after a 3-car spin on lap number 2 of the first Powerade Duel. We're about ready to get back on the way here on lap number 7. Let's take a look through the field here today, of course, with Spencer Purcell currently still being the top dog right now, running in the first position. Behind him, got 48 of Zach Williams, Kendrick Lawson, Regan Whitlock, and Juan Camacho currently rounding out the top 5 at the moment. As Purcell currently pretty big thing he wants to get into this race because he did not make it in the first season after a promising first season. Hoping he can start off his second season on the right foot in the number 25 car. They're going to go down the backstretch here, getting ready to restart here. No drivers are out of the race after that crash, as Halferty, still trying to get used to those pronunciations. Gustavo Roldan Jr. and Chris Fristed, the drivers that spun out, are back on the pace, about ready to get back to the green flag. And Drew Lowe, who had a little bit of trouble at the beginning of the race, has it all adjusted, and he's back to normal. They're about ready to get back underway here. Coming into turn number 4. Spencer Purcell still hoping to work his way in. It's going to go into. Pace car's going to go back in here. Here we go. Ready for the first restart of the first Powerade duel. And green flag is back out. We are back underway here. We're almost to the halfway point of the duel. Some drivers already in the back, starting to make some moves already. But with the top 5, it is still single file. As Zach Williams falls back a little bit, maybe he might be able to get a little bit of a draft with Kendrick Lawson. They race down the back. Oh, looks like Camacho just made a move. He's working his way on the inside. That's a very risky move, especially since nobody went with him. But the 4 drivers ahead are going to just fall right back into place, so he's not really going to be gaining anything, but he's also not going to be losing anything. Best to play it safe for the first couple laps here. As Purcell still leads. Oh, Zach Williams, the 48, making a move. They go to turn 1. Is Purcell. Oh, Purcell's going to block him coming down into turn number 1. But that actually gives enough of an opportunity for Camacho to make his way up to 3rd. As now he's leading the inside lane. A little bit of help from Shazane Rana in the 07 car. Oh, looks like he's going to hang him out to dry. The 07 car, as the 75 and the 11 car is going to be hung up to dry. But Purcell continues to lead it all. We're almost to the halfway point of the session here. Purcell still in that top position. As Shazane Rana now works his way up to 2nd. With Kenny Cullen the 35 to help him. But what a move right now. He's now working his way, trying to see if he can get into the position. Purcell's not going to have enough time to get down under there. And we're going to have a new leader on the field. The 07 car of Shazane Rana is now going to lead him around. I do not have a drink with me, and I regret that. But how about that? Zach Williams going to leave him down the middle. He's going to get sandwiched between the 2 rows, both the inside lane and the outside. But Rana led that lap. Now, Zach Williams leads the field as Rana falls back. And Nicholas DeLine follows suit in the 17. Whoa! Oh, that's Camacho on the wall. The 75 car hits the wall. And he's going to fall back. Really strong run for the 75 team, and he's going to hit the wall. But a close call. Very close call as Nicholas DeLine now leads the field. The tough break for the 75s. He's going to get swallowed by the backpack, but not much visible side damage, surprisingly. So he might be okay. Don't look like he has much. Didn't really lose much speed. But a big pack right now for the front of the field. David Garcia from the 66 now leads him around. As we're now past the halfway point. Only 10 laps to go. So with drivers like these, it's best to make a move sooner than later. Because you never know when something's going to affect the whole field. Because one false slip and everyone wrecks. We saw that at Bump Drafting. Where just when I said that, then a whole big wreck took out a big chunk of the field. As now Kendrick Lawson, the number 11, leads him around. I think that was Owen Miles, the 61. make contact. But it looks like he's going to keep him under position here. As Camacho continues to fall back. Now way in the back right there. In the around the 25th position. Wow. And only a few laps. As Scott Sprinkle now trying to take the lead away from Lawson. In that inside lane, Kenny Keller and Philip Watson working his way up, hoping to make his second Beachside 400. As it looks like that belongs to Scott Sprinkle, maybe. Nope, it was actually still Kendrick Lawson, who just barely edged him out by thousandths of a second. As here comes Kenny Keller, and behind him we got Drew Lowe in the 13, who's now in position to make the event. Who had a rough start at the beginning of the race, and is now working his way up as Kenny Keller now leads him around. Philip Watson and Chris Friss as well, as Keller dives low. Behind him, Daniel Jones, big crash behind! Caution's back out! Cars being hit everywhere! Oh, car spinning out! The 88 up and over! Reagan Whitlock flips over. Oh! Coming to the 6 laps to go, and a big wreck happens, takes out the field. Yes, as 3D Bot Maker would say it, it's an El Reco. As it takes out a big chunk of the field. Don't look like much damage on one of the cars, but Regan Whitlock flipped over. But as they're going to lead him back here, as right now it's the 35 of Kenny Keller, who now leads the field. So let's take a look at what happened. Just now it took out the big one here at Daytona. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with Michael Volk in the 49. Oh, actually, no. That was actually Regan Whitlock and Griffin Allen making contact. Then it was Purcell and Zach Williams. And then, Jacob Hammond takes out Barani. And then everyone comes up to the front of the field. Oh, and Griffin Allen took out Labongo on the bottom. Camacho makes contact with Garcia. Scott Sterling goes through. Or at least I think that's Scott. Maybe it might be Steve Sterling. I don't know. If it's Steve Sterling, I apologize. But, that was it. Camacho hitting Whitlock, causing him to flip over in the 88 car. Yep. As the 88 car goes through a pretty violent flip there. But everyone gets to drive away with only minor damage on all the cars here. So, yep, we're under caution on lap number 15. And we are back here at Daytona after a pretty big crash. And we got ourselves a wallop of a restart here. Coming to 3 laps to go. Let's take a look right now at the current top 10 that are currently in contention to make the final event. 35 Kenny Keller, Chris Brisket, Danielle Jones, Jimmy Johnston, Philip Watson, Kendrick Lawson, Josh Hayden, Scott Sprinkle, Shazane Rana, and Camden Wilson are currently the 10 drivers eligible to make the Beachside 400 via the duels. But anything can happen in 3 laps. So here we are as we're about ready to get back underway for the restart. Pretty exciting racing so far here. Close together, high action. But we're about to find out the 10 drivers that are going to be moving on to the Beachside 400 And the others are going to have to try again in the last chance qualifier on Friday, which is tomorrow. But I'm recording this on Saturday, so here we go. Green flag is out for what will be the final time today. Are they going to race it back, or are we going to end the race under caution? Right now, the 11 of Kendrick Lawson looks on the inside. Here comes Chris Friston, and Jimmy Johnson also makes a move. Friston now going to work his way up to the front. Here they come. At the moment, Friston is now leading the field. Jimmy Johnston behind him. But here comes Kendrick Lawson trying to make it 3 wide. Is he going to do it? Not really, but here they come. 2 laps to go this time by. Can they get it done? Friston still leads him around. But Jimmy Johnston right on his tail. Going to be sort of doing a little bit of a 2-car tandem here, but Philip Watson right behind him. Whoa, that's Kenny Keller. Kenny Keller makes contact right there, but wow. Close ones are going to come down here. It almost looked like this is going to be it. But a big battle right now. Some other big drivers. Lotto Steelman and Owen Miles being one of them. Drew Lowe, who had a vibration issue at the beginning of the race. He's in contention to make the final event. As they're coming down to the white flag, this time by, who's going to be the 10 drivers to make it in? It's already going to be an intense run here. As here comes Owen Miles on the inside here. Here they come. It's still Friston and Jimmy Johnston being the 2 drivers. Is that going to be it here? Whoa, there's trouble. That's Kendrick Lawson, the 11. He's going to go around. Right on the last lap. His day's done. Oh, no. He was in contention to make it in. But doesn't matter now. Here comes Jimmy Johnston for the lead. Coming down to the checkered flag this time by. Here we go. Jimmy Johnston's going to make it in. Does Owen Miles have anything to say? Coming out into the tri-oval. Jimmy Johnston wins. Owen Miles finishes in second. Wow. An amazing finish. And Jimmy Johnston wins the first Powerade Duel. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at the official results here. Jimmy Johnston scoring a pretty big win today, winning his first duel of his career. Drew Lowe, an impressive run, had a little bit of an issue early on, finishing 6th. And then we got some other guys. Jeff Toledo is going to be joining his brother LJ as he finishes in 12th. And then 15 down below, some pretty big drivers that had some impressive runs early on, like Zach Williams, David Garcia, and Nicholas DeLine will all have to try again the last chance qualifier. And then the absolute heartbreak for Kendrick Lawson, who is working his way up through the field and gets spun and ends up finishing in 32nd. So anyways, that's it for the first Powerade Duel. Congratulations to Jimmy Johnston in the 21 car on winning his first ever Powerade Duel and winning the first for Season 2. So tune in a little bit later today to see the second Powerade Duel and see the even drivers that'll be making it into the Beachside 400. This is Nashawk signing off, and see you then.